Today, I want to discuss the age-old question of, is Preply worth it or not? This is because one of my most asked questions as a full-time traveler who has built her fully remote life centered around health, creativity, and surfing. I've been on the Preply platform teaching English online for the last 3 years, given nearly 1,600 lessons, made over $37,000, and met 114 students along the way. The first thing I have to say is you have to find out for yourself by actually doing it. The truth in life is your own experience, whether it's to take that world trip that you always wanted to take or to take that surf lesson that's been sitting in the back of your mind for 10 years. Psychologists at Harvard coined the term affective forecasting. So basically, when we're making a decision, we predict what the future would be like. We predict what Preply would be like, and we inaccurately make a decision reacting already to this theoretical situation. There's a lot of aversion and talk about students canceling or the 33% commission rate that you're met with and how you don't earn money for your trial lessons. These are things I've addressed in previous videos, how to get around them by having the power to set your own rate. But you're already just imagining that, and a lot of people want to just run back to their comfortable paycheck. It's so much more important to set aside all the noise. Go ahead and try it, whether it's during your travels or on the side of your main job, and try your best. Trying your best will actually make things more likely to work out and be worth it for you on Preply, instead of half-assing it and having this pessimistic, cynical view towards a great opportunity. Albert Bandura's social learning theory states that direct experience will always trump vicarious learning and reach stronger results. In Stephen Bartlett's book, The Diary of a CEO, one of his 33 principles of business is to fail fast. And here you're kind of running your own English business with the help of a Preply platform. You're really kind of a sole proprietor when you become self-employed like this. So you want to quickly do it, and if it doesn't work out for you, find out fast. I want to give you some examples of how it takes time to get things rolling in Preply because of this commissions rate and your lack of reviews as you start out. So for about 6 months, you really need to give yourself the benefit of the doubt without expecting too many results to figure out if it's going to be worth it for you or not. I met an Italian tutor here who was able to charge 30 euros per lesson in his first year. I think no two tutors are the same, but once you're making 30 euros or $30 an hour, that feels really good, and it feels really comforting to have this other income stream set up, because then you really feel like, wow, my time is so worth it, and I'm so much more motivated to keep going, keep growing, keep becoming a better tutor who's worth more. A lady living in my apartment across the hall from me started asking me about making money online, so I told her to just make a profile on Preply. She actually did it, and she started putting her rate at $10 an hour, and within the first few weeks, she had some subscriptions, and she was having trial lessons steadily flow in. That's an example of a very saturated or competitive market because she's teaching English, and there's so many English profiles. Despite the potential competition or oversaturation, it's actually still working well, and there's always someone out there for you. It's not like all these profiles need an equal number of students. It's like everyone's just clicking with someone different. So some tutors have a lot of students, some tutors have a few students, and some profiles aren't really active or getting anywhere. They're just a statistic. I had a friend also pick my brain about Preply, and I told her I really want to see you do this because you're Polish, and I think you should focus on tutoring your native language because that's your biggest leverage. She made a profile, and we're looking at this really abstract, obscure market. People who need to learn Polish. What is this going to be like? Because I was really confident that it could be worth it for her. Within 2 days, she had her first trial, and it's been about a week, and she has 6 trial lessons, and one person has already subscribed, and she already had to raise her price from the original $10 to $15. So it's working out really well. She's exploring the intersection of being able to speak Spanish as a native Polish speaker because she has the potential to teach Polish through the medium of Spanish. That is very, very rare. That's another example of figuring these little things out so that Preply can be worth it for you. I also want to explain why it's a hard yes for me. I was skeptical when I first started, and I was like, let's just make this profile and start generating some coffee money. Let's see if this works. I was already really disappointed with in-person opportunities teaching at English centers in Vietnam as a teacher in front of a classroom, and I was disappointed in other companies that didn't get back to me after I applied to teach English. If you asked me what I wanted to do when I grow up or what I wanted my career to be, I would have never thought I'd be an online English teacher. Like, that would sound ridiculous to me or almost embarrassing. But this job has empowered me to live my dream life, and it has helped me protect my creativity and my biggest loves, which are writing and surfing right now. It's just wild to me as someone who fully went down a pre-medicine path, took the MCAT and performed well, did countless hours volunteering and navigating those dark corridors of hospitals as a college student, that I'm here having a very chill job and loving it because of the lifestyle that it empowers me with. The first thing is, of course, traveling, I set out to experiment with my life. I'm always experimenting with my life. What will happen to me if I stay outside of the US for 5 to 10 years? So I left in February 2018 with a fat savings account of scholarship money, and then it ran out. I've been able to work and earn on the same day as hitchhiking back from surfing in Vietnam or during Songkran, the Thai New Year. This has been something that even my students who have been in business for decades, who have their own martial arts schools, are flat out jealous of me. They say I'm the one who really broke free. I don't feel that way at all at the moment. I feel like my money is still very much tied to my time. You sometimes forget to appreciate how much you have done by something that sounds as simple as being a Preply tutor. Another big area of my life that Preply has helped me with is my endometriosis. I have this lifelong inflammatory disease with no cure that has progressed over time and gotten worse over time. And it took me a long time to diagnose it because there's a lack of information on it, and my body felt like it was falling apart. So I really needed those slow mornings that were close to a bathroom because I've been constipated for more than a decade. I need to feel relaxed. I need to feel like I have my own bathroom near me and all of these work from home luxuries to have a basic bodily function. Last week, I had to reschedule a class last minute because my period came, and it's one of the most painful conditions in the world, and this pain has been compared to childbirth, or people have said they didn't even notice their appendix burst, or that when they got hit by a car it wasn't as painful. So thanks to being self-employed and this Preply platform that makes it easy to reschedule, you're not gonna lose the class because there's a prepaid balance. This class has to be made up for later. That made it so much easier and stress-free for both me and the student. My final statement I want to make about Preply being worth it or not is to remember your why. What is that long-term goal that's tacked up against your wall? What do you see behind your eyelids every time you close them? This is the whole point of why you're doing whatever you're doing day to day. Of course, we need to be present and not live for the future, but to give any sense of direction to your life, you need to understand what your ideal day in 5 years or in 20 years looks like. What are you waking up to on a Monday? And what are you waking up to on a Friday? Literally, is it a sea view and a sunrise surf? Or is it mountains and your own cabin? Do you have your own little family ranch situation going on? For so many of us, especially in 2026, that means location freedom. Preply is a way to have extra funds and build a savings while you pursue another income stream that could be passive, that could one day earn for you in your sleep. Preply is also a way for many travelers to harness purchasing power. Whether you're a Vietnamese tutor in Vietnam earning $30 or $40 an hour, or you're American traveling in India, if you're earning in euros and dollars, you're leveraging purchasing power in terms of your strong currency. If you're originally from a country with a weaker currency, you're able to earn a lot more for your time than getting a degree in an average job could ever dream to earn for you. If you take Preply seriously, it will earn you serious money. That's what I say. Is it worth it? Yes, for me. For you, I don't know, but it's certainly worth trying and trying your best. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. It truly helps me help you, and I hope you have a great day.